Hey, welcome back to another Montreal Canadian summer target with the hockey coach Frenchy directly for the beautiful country and Thailand on amazing great Sunday night, July 13, 2025. The weekend is over, middle of July. A lot of things to talk about. Not really. It's a quiet time in NHL. Yes, we have a trade. You're right. We have a signature. You're right. Montreal right now, not much going on. You have to follow many people to figure out what you can talk about. So tonight we have a special show. We're going to talk about Frenchy, Montreal Canadiens, NHL news. Have a couple of games tonight. Not like a game like play game, social game, right? Like Monopoly. But we have a fun question, a trivia quiz. We have the Clash, and then have a games called Only One. So, it's example, me or Enartap. Going to set Enartap, right? Talking about Enartap, we want to take a moment to say hi to Enartap and to thanks also to pray for Enartap and for his family, the mom and the dad, and to keep him on our prayer and your thought, to keep his strength to go through those challenges for our best friend Enartap. So here we go. We have Steve McNair with the mom, and then we have also Larry Laballe with his wife. And then Gary Conway, I think he has a surgery last week, so speed recovery, Gary. The UPS company driver cannot have you on the sideline. They need you inside of Montreal to deliver the biggest package from UPS. So Gary, hopefully you're going to be ready for the next couple of days to back at work. Gary, work hard, guys. Be honest with you, but he's a great support of the Hockey Nation show for many years. So that's happening for everything. We have a special night for someone. We're going to talk about this the next couple of minutes. And that's it. Now, you can see behind me, my mic is so big now because I tried to fix my mic and not luck. Have a good weekend. How was your weekend this weekend? Then share me in the chat right now. Tell me what it looked like your weekend. Is it hot in your area? Talking about prayer and thought, we're going to mention one more thing also. The people in Kerrville in Texas, over what, 130, 60 people lost their life. Many kids, by the way, because of the flood happening over there. And they're still missing over 100 people still. They try to find those people, they clean up, but they have an increasing, they got a lot of rain yesterday or today. And we just wish the best for the people in Texas right now and the Kerrville area. The Quet River, honestly, make a lot of damage over there. So I'm familiar with that because I live in the Canyon Lake for about 6, 7 years. I don't know how I can describe my time over there. I came with a cheese over there. I thought it was going to be a great cheese. It turned around to be a really bad cheese, and then I pick up another great cheese. Then we move in Aspen, Colorado. But the story will be for another time for a Friday night. What I want to mention to you guys, we are off Monday, Tuesday. If something happening Monday, Tuesday in NHL or the Montreal Canadiens, or if I think it would be, why not to make a 1 hour show, check your notification. I don't take a lot of day off, but right now it's just, I feel like not necessary to do that. I prefer to make video. And so watch the video in the morning, 10 o'clock. Today was a good video, by the way, about Patrick Laney. And Wednesday night, we have two co-hosts, Jim Berenger, back in the house. This man, guys, I don't know how he followed the WWE. It's amazing. Like, he knows the WWE. If you're a big fan of wrestling, this man knows everything. A lot of comments. By the way, I have a great match for tennis today at the Wimbledon. I'm not a tennis guy, but I like to watch those kind of final. Alcaraz or Alcaraz versus Skinner. Marco will be back with also with us Wednesday night. So both of them will be with me. And then I'm going to do the Friday. We'll be like this for about 2 weeks. And then after that, um, I'm going to be back my normal schedule in August. So that's happening, guys. I know that blah, blah, blah a little bit, but I think it's important to share it with you. A couple of things what's going on with the channel. We have 9,700. We drop at 16, I believe now, but it's okay. No big deal. We try to get the 10,000 before October. So what you can do for that is to sharing this with your friends or ask anybody on the street. Say, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you sign on the channel of the Hockey Nation? Anyhow, keep a treat. It was honestly the video of the day. It was pretty good. If you watch this, I think you have another thing. Tonight, we're going to talk about Montreal are looking for a center on for Ken Hughes. He's still on the phone during the time we do the show tonight. He tried to find a way to pick a center on. So tonight, we're going to talk about center at some point in the show. Is it Doc? Is it New Hope, Kapanen? Or is it outside of the Montreal Canadiens organization? They're still looking for Jarrett McCann or Sidney Crosby or Matthew Bernier, Mason McDavish. Who knows? So we'll see. Are they going to sign a PTO or sign players at the bottom six center, left shoulder, to have a better ratio for the face-off? We'll see. I still believe Ken Hughes is not done yet. I still need to figure out something. We're going to talk about the roster of the Montreal Canadiens tonight. But a lot of people in the chat, so we're going to welcome everybody here, guys. Welcome all of you. Thanks to be a part of the show. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes. I know it's July. I know I'm going to not get a lot of people tonight. We got the quality of the people, by the way. And like my mom said all the time, you nuts. You are nuts. So we said to you, you are nuts to follow me on the Sunday, July 13th. But we have a special show tonight, and Guy is in the house. André Calabro continue to deliver a lot of great news in the chat. André Calabro is a member, I believe, now of the Hockey Nation show. Roger Bouchard, Butch Bouchard, directly from Massachusetts. Vermont is right there. One and Vermont and one in Massachusetts. Gary Gonoy knocked the door. My answer to Oliver Kapanen is my choice. A good skater. Play 200 game. I think play with the offensive player, he will have success. Not a bad choice. Someone talk about this. I think Grant McCann talk about Kapanen could be a pick for the Montreal Canadiens. The good thing about Kapanen is 200 feet game. Very smart. Don't make the team in the trouble. But his offensive side only 2.8 in game. We'll talk about this a bit later. But Gary, it's not a bad thing about you mentioned that. Senderman is in the house. Gary, welcome back, Gary. Hopefully you're doing well. We miss you a couple of days or couple of weeks, Gary. Always a pleasure to see you around. What about my friend Billy? Billy is in the house tonight. Thanks, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Gary go with Liney, Kapanen, and Demidov. Guy. Just too much humidity. Gary. If you live in Texas and Florida, Florida in August, New Orleans, when you came from north and you go from the plane and to go in, you feel that humidity in Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. Oh, that reminds me a lot of great story. You have to live in Colorado to have a better way to see that Roger and the mistake. Here we go. Gary, Roger, if you are new here, please, thanks so much, Roger. PS is in the house. Miss you, PS. PS, you should watch my video on Laney and make a big comments like you do. I always love to read your comments at PS. Really an amazing, great weekend, my friend. As the agent of the Patrick Laney, we are the demand. Here we go. Pizza. Salut mon homme. Welcome back. Pizza. Thanks to be with us. The privilege to have a gaming room and the Bell Center with the PS for it. About that, he will accept $4 million per year. Coach, do you accept the contract it demands Lenny 2 years at 4 million? No, PS. Patrick Lenny, guys, if he scores 30 goals next year, what I expect, and now he's going to do it, I give him a 2 or 3 years deal at 6.5 million, maybe $7 million. The player score goal in the NHL, get paid. You can get 60 assists, not good enough. You need the people score the goal. So for that, I would say to you, PS, you have to go at $6-7 million for him. How he dropped from 8.7? Yes. But again, he's on his final year contract. He had to prove to Montreal Canadiens. He loved to play for Montreal Canadiens. He liked the locker room. He liked the people over there. He would love to stay around the Montreal Canadiens, but he have to be with consistency, play every night, and score 30 goals. You cannot score less or 30 goals for Patrick Laine. It's like Caulfield at 25 goals. It's not good enough. It's Zuski at 70 points. It's not good enough. So if he does this, 30 goals, yes, 6-7. I will not go at $4 million. And I'm telling you right now, people, nobody would take him. Oh, bad news for you guys. Whatever his background, you don't like his behavior, the team will take Patrick Laine at $5, $6, $7 million all the way long. I've worked for a month after my surgery. On the good side, I won't be late for our Canadian show. Here you go. Thanks so much, my friend Gary. Always a pleasure, my friend. Zeph from Vietnam or Philippines or Malaysia or whatever, Cambodia. The biggest difference now is that we have to consider the cap space. We should get rid of the price contract with the 2026 4 pick. We have to. Interesting that if you trade carry price money, you are legitimate or leverage is getting close. So I think carry price does not hurt the Montreal Canadiens right now. And I believe they want to play that contract for one more year to give them a bit more leverage. The problem is to put carry price. Are they going to use him before or during the summer or during the during the season? So this is what they have to figure out. Secondly, they don't have a lot asset. This is something I would like to talk about. This not put this on the show tonight. I would like to talk about the on this one on the value. What you get there? Yeah, it's very humid today. What's up, GF? I was out drinking afternoon, just home watching CFL. Now it's a BC versus Edmonton. Edmonton. How they won one game at home. I don't watch CFL. I watch football, tennis today. Go to bed late because of that. What happened if the Montreal don't trade the prize by this coming with lose this option? So if you don't trade Carey Price, guys, it's easy. They put him on the long-term injury reserve, and with that, that give them they will drop the salary cap under with that, but that will limit. They will limit them to make some move. So this is the problem they get if you put him right away in the long-term injury reserve. So if you put Carey Price on your roster before the beginning of the season, but it's front of the money you have on the pocket for the salary cap, that give you a chance to put back after that Carey Price. That open up $9 million on your salary cap for the season. This is the difference right now. But at some point, Montreal cannot. You have to pay the players. So at some point, there's going to be another team. Have to be very careful about to add one player to another player, and they have to pay Dimidab. They will have to pay Lennartson next year. So it's a good problem because you have a good roster, but you have to really be careful about management. And 2 years, Anderson and Gallagher is out at the same time. Next year, you have Carey Price, Mike Madison, and Patrick Laine. So that give you, honestly, about $23 million open up. But you have to pay Kirby Duck, Lennartson next season. So it's Albert Jacquet, I believe, is another one. So we'll see what happening for that one. Not on the too bad. PS to agree. Um, 6 million sound fair. Yes, he has to score 25 milligram, hopefully 30. Yep, PS, I agree with you about that one. To get that kind of money, PS, so we have agree with you. 30 goals, 6.56 million. That is a second line at material, but he need to improve his side for side consistency. Yes, he has some weaknesses. You have to improve them. But we said to you one thing. So I think Zev, you nailed it. Improve your scoring on the 5 versus 5. Get him the right player around him. And thirdly, play with consistency. Said that. Don't expect him to win the Selkie Trophy. Don't expect him to be a good defensive player. We those players, right? They know to put the puck in the net. This is what they have. They know. This is what is strength. Yes, you're going to pay the price sometime on the other side of the game. But it's like you cannot teach David Pasnak or Alexei Ovechkin to win the Selkie Trophy, right? So we have to be a little bit more careful about that. Said that, we want him to be more involved in the game, to be a little bit more consistency, like Zev said. So a lot of great comments in the chat about this, and we all feel the same way about this. But we said to you, Zev, 6.5. Okay, I think it was 5. Yeah, I think it's a good number right there. Tomorrow, home run derby in baseball. Here we go. That's why I don't do show. I don't do any show tomorrow because I want to watch the home run derby. Not really. I'm doing right now a video about Conor McDavid and Ichiro Suzuki. What? That's another subject for another time. I'm still in the Philippines. That is my last base for now. It's my base. I'll leave that before, so I'm a bit familiar with the place. Philippines, very great. I don't know where are you, a Cebu or something like that. Philippines. I'm moving, but I don't know yet. I could stay. I could stay in Thailand, but that's something I'm going to decide the next 50 days. But before that, but we'll see. If you listen to the hockey expert, they are said the ad would be cup contender for many years and near future. I think they hit the nail on the head. The possibility of Montreal to be there, yes. Now, I believe at some point Montreal will be in the playoff, like back to back to back, like the Leafs, example, Tampa Bay Lightning for a couple of years. You're right about this, Gary, but still, we're not there yet. With certainly they be there year after year, but we're getting closer and closer. I still believe they can make it tomorrow, to next year. Coach, do you think Brendan Shen is a good center? He is 33 years old and tall and dark. But Brendan Shen, he bring intensity between that. He's at 33 years old. This is the biggest problem for that, for the Montreal Canadiens. I don't think, and I have to take one thing here. I don't know exactly the contract of Shine, so let me check about this if you don't mind. By head, I think he had 2 more years at 7 million. I could be wrong. Uh, I was almost right, but you have 3 years at 6.5. So I was pretty good there. That brings you 34, 35, 36, 37. Um, I know he is a left. I think it will be too much for Montreal Canadiens. The get him will be a little bit expensive. The prototype of the players, yes, Stan, but I think Ken Hughes tries to not bring those kind of players over 30 years old. He really focused on the young players, and I still, for that kind of players, I would say no, because he's 33, 34. If you have one at least, not more, at 2 years, that's something you have to consider. The 6.5 fit in the salary cap, but unfortunately for me, it's not what it. It's I don't think Ken Hughes looking there. I make a break right here, guys. because I want to sharing with you a couple of things here before we move on. You can see on my right, guys, NHL News, App News, and we have a special André Robert Drouin tonight. July 13, 2 years ago, our friend André Robert Drouin passed away with a rare illness, cancer or something. I think he have a bone cancer, but I could be wrong. The man has been with us for about 2 years before that, and he loved the Montreal Canadiens like anybody, like you guys in the chat. And the last 6 months of his life, he was emailing me, tell me like the Hockey Nation saved his life. The Hockey Nation let him pushing more to see live alive more longer, everything like that. We became friends at some point, and his last couple of days before he passed away, it was really touching my life, the way he was talking to me and everything, and obviously he passed away because he had no choice. And the last email he sent to me, he told me, "This is my last day. I have to go." And he's, he decided he cannot suffer more. The man go through amazing, difficult time to stay alive, and we always remind him every year at July 13th. So for the new people, don't know really André Robert Drouin. Uh, that's a bit his resume or the story we got with him. If you already know, you know him. So I make a video um, when he passed away. I got the help of Luciano Graziano, and tonight I'm going to make that. I'm going to play that video. I know maybe you said to you, yeah, but I want to talk about Montreal. Look, this is a little bit my dedication I do here at the Hockey National Show. I know I'm never going to be a big channel. I accept that. But I think it's important for me. The human being is the most important thing inside of the chat. So I'm going to recognize André Robert Drouin tonight. I'm going to play the video right now. And at the end of the night, when we leave with you know, be well, everything. We're going to finish the video again with André Robert Drouin. But that will give you a little bit who he was, André Robert. And what a great man. And we miss him. I know one thing. He is listening us. He is listening us right now. He's smiling. He is happy over there. And I know he is always over our head every single time. So let's play André Robert Drouin. Passed away 2 years ago. André Robert Drouin. When a man, you can see by his email, his comments, talk about Zadina, Dubois, the contract carry price. And yes, it's touching moment, but at the end of the day, I'm smiling inside of me because I know he was special for the channel, and it's priceless. And hopefully that give you an idea um, why I do this and why Andre was one a part of the family of the Hockey Nation. So I just want to take a moment about him, and then we wish the best. I know he's over there to listen to us. So thanks for all of you to listening this. I appreciate a lot for all your time you are with the Hockey Nation, the Ab Nation. Let's move on with everything. Willie is in the house. My second place, Milal for the Friday maybe is in the mail. Willie, Willie, don't worry about that. You're going to get it very soon. Willie. Arjun Calabro, here we go. Thanks so much. Demidov on same line with Laine or not next season. I think he was. He will, Raji. I still believe Laine Demidov will be starting the season with them. But after that, you never know what could happen. Mark Elliott, yes, Laine has to improve the scoring 5 versus 5, but I'm more concerned with his defense on 5 versus 5. There you go. Laine to me is like a great hitter in baseball who he's just a pinch hitter, power play specialist, Billy. That's not a bad to see that. What about a DH, Billy? Right? PLW. When I was reading Billy comments, I was thinking about PL. I didn't see him yet, so here we go. You can see, guys, I really focus one on one. I don't checking all and then I talk. Hey, coach, for bet of the night, Marco Storm to win the Blue Jacket, the Jack Adams for 25. Good luck about that one at PLW. Have faith in Doc. We should be patient with him. Have him with Yehuk and Bodzuk to start the season. Here we go. Randy is in the house. You're right about this Shine Age obstacle. Randy, hopefully you had an amazing, great weekend like Mark Elliott. Shelton for Winnipeg. Welcome back, Shelton. Hopefully, thanks for the comments and the video today. Appreciate a lot. And then we have Gary, think about you need a responsible center. I think Kapanen 200 game is good enough. The only thing I would say to you, Gary, about Kapanen is honestly is young age, but I think overall he's going to be fine. TH back in the house talking about the New York calendars. Very interesting New York calendars summer. TH, I think for you, you should be excited for the upcoming couple of years for the New York calendars. They rebuild the prospect bank. They got a lot of great selection, and I think they're going to be fine in the next 2-3 years. TH won the contract of Palmieri and Pajot will be over. I think there will be a good team. ODR RJ is moment is about Andre, not Sharp. Hello, Ozio. Welcome back, Ozio. Thanks for being with us. Thanks so much, Mr. Mark. Maybe so rest page. Thank you, Guy. Appreciate a lot, Billy. Ron, thanks so much also. Welcome back, Ron from Utah. LDP is in the house. Ron said, are you going to answer me, coach? Yes, I will. I shall have no excuse anymore. Expect 24 hours. And that's, by the way, Ron is another member of the Patreon.com /Hockey Nation Live. I write an article every single day. I'm getting now consistency. You can see Ron every day. But he said it would be nice if you can talk about the Kings. That would be better. I talk every day about the Montreal Canadiens. So I'm going to get there. I'm just waiting, Ron, to have more news about the Kings. It's very quiet in NHL. Barry, welcome back. Do you think Bodzuk has Selkie level upside? No. Barry, for Bodzuk, I don't see that yet. But he's going to be a good hockey player in NHL, for sure. And Larry Lavalley is in the house. You welcome, my friend Larry. It's a pleasure for me to do it. And I want to thank also Luciano to make some clips for me on email. Frank, welcome back. Hopefully, doing well. Family dinner night. So just say hi, hello, and have a great night, Frank. Hopefully, see you next time. I was thinking, well, our friend Larry, and there he is. Here we go. He showed up at the right time. What about Solo? Hey, coach, pretty sure we'll have new departure soon with the trade Laney, New York, or Anderson, Strobel, and Madison for me are on the verge to be traded. It could be happen. It's not a bad comments about that. I think the Montreal could have those kind of transactions at some point. We'll see about this. And we're going to move on with all the news in the chat. So hopefully you're doing well, everybody. People talk in the chat. So I'm trying to figure out the NHL news. We're going to start with that one at the top. And we'll go right there on the NHL news. We have a trade today. It's rare, a Sunday trade. And the July, they don't go to the pool. They don't rest barbecue outside. But that's not happening because the Vancouver Canucks and the Pittsburgh Penguins make a trade. First of all, the Pittsburgh sent to the Canucks the 29 overall pick 2021 Chase Stillman. If you remember, his dad, Corey Stillman, have a great career in NHL. He played for Utica for a couple of years. Stillman, he tried to make the NHL. It's not easy for him. You can see, guys, when you pick at the end of the first round, it's not guaranteed going to make NHL. And this is happening with Stillman right now. With him, they got the Canucks, the 4th-round pick, 2027. Now, the surprise for me, guys, I'm going to surprise all of you, but we have to give a really good note to the GM Dubas. On that one, they get the goaltender Zilov. He's been the MVP of the playoff American Hockey League. He was the player of the Tournament World Championship a couple of years ago, maybe last year. But he could not make the NHL. Remember his run during the playoff Vancouver 2 years ago, not last year, but the year before that. When Demko was injured, have a good performance up and down. It's consistency for him. I think for the Pittsburgh to get him, that gave them now a chance maybe to trade Jerry if it's happened. And we'll see. I think for me, there's a good trade for the Pittsburgh Penguins to get Zilov. That was secure the goaltending situation. They know they have the rookie Umvis. I think he is the last name. So this has happened there. So we'll see, guys, for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think that trade is advantage the Pittsburgh Penguins overall. And I think also Vancouver Canucks give him, Zilov, an opportunity to play in NHL. This is what I see that. So sometimes some organizations treat their players really well. They want to give an opportunity, and that's happening right now with Zilov. So congratulations for the GM of Vancouver to understand that. And we'll see how he's going to do Zilov with the Pittsburgh Penguins. McO will be the injury backup up for Demko now. For the Pittsburgh, for them, before that, it was Lenskinen. Now you got me right there. You know, I was right again. Lenskinen is a backup of Demko right now. So you can see he was a bit stuck in the ladder mark. So that's happening right here. Who will be? I got it. RJ with all the news. Johnny Carlson will crack up laughing whatever Rodney Dangerfield was on the show. Gay. Francis Racine, welcome back. Ab will have to trade the price on the September before making another move or to be able to move Laine on the trade. They don't have to. Montreal to do that. How they can do it? Yes. I think the only team can get price is honestly the San Jose Sharks about that, but it's not a must for that. Now, can trade Patrick Laine? Yes. About this, Francis, Uh, I'm just curious about why the September 2nd you talk about Francis. Um, but I can understand your point of view. Like Pittsburgh trade for a goalie, and the owners are sick. Stock believe Skinner is answer market. This is what the expert or the people question again. Uh, before that was Peter Chiarelli or Ciccarelli, the GM for the Boston Bruins. He did a couple of years with the Oilers. Then we got Ken Holland, same thing. And now we have Stan Bowman for 2 years now, and the Oilers don't make any move for that. So I don't know exactly, Mark, what's going on, but we'll see. Another loss for Guy from the Edmonton. And wait, Coach and Jarry to Habs. No, 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 Anthony. Welcome back, a long time, Anthony. You know what I'm missing right now? I look about the people are not here during summertime. I will give you an example. Triple W, West, West, West. He made a comments on the chat today on my video. We miss him. Um, Luc Fortin make another comment today. The regular people, guys, they only watch Canadian, and nothing wrong with that. But it's happened like video may come a couple of times, but that's just normal about this. I said no to you. Crosby is Jarry to the Habs, but I said maybe Crosby. But Jarry, and I will say to you honestly, guy, I will say one thing about Crosby. All depend the cost. Don't give much for Sidney Crosby. I apologize. Don't give much for Sidney Crosby. Um, and Jarry to the Habs, Jarry problem, he carry on a 5 years deal again at $7 million. Oof, I could be wrong that one. At least $5 million for sure. 575, I believe. Jarry, 5.3 for 3 more years for Tristan Jarry. Problem with Jarry, guy, is inconsistency. He was sent guys on American Hockey League last season. No, don't touch Jarry. I think Hughes will not force a trade for second round. It has to be organically happen, like the Dobson trade. You go with the idol, no rush. Not a bad things about this audio. In Laval, there is an older center man. I forgot Condola. Maybe it's time. Yes, again, audio. Whatever is Lucas Condola or now Gignac is gone. Whatever it is, it's not going to be a second center in Montreal. So honestly, for Laval next season, it should be Beck, Beck. If Kapanen is back in Laval and Florent Jacquet are the three center, you can use Riley Kidney, Riley Kidney as a center too. But that's what happening there. We don't need we want Jerry. I agree with you about that. It was just someone, just Mr. Anthony gave an option. Second news, guys, is from San Jose Sharks. Kovalenko, Nikolai Kovalenko, the son, I believe, André Kovalenko, draft by the Colorado Avalanche, came for the KHL 2 years ago, I believe. Got traded during the summer, during the trade deadline to Colorado to the San Jose Sharks, and decide to not resign with the San Jose Sharks and leave and to play again in the KHL for the upcoming season. So the San Jose Sharks lost Kovalenko. I think is at 24 years old. Like RG said in the chat, minor signature at the Tampa Bay Lightning signed Kevin Sabourin, a 1 year deal at two ways, $775,000. Sabourin was an American Hockey League. Let's see what down in the chat. Grant Millen, one of the last stand-up style goalie. Barry Ab on right track. Draft a development number one trait that can extend the windows. You are free to be used sparingly and carefully to augment bottom six. That's how Chicago and Tampa build their team dynasty. Contender, the four line, the other center move up or sell the farm to starts. Do you see guys Jake Evan as a center number 3 for the Montreal Canadiens? I don't know. I would prefer Ozil to play back or Kapanen over Condola. Condola does not have no future with the Montreal Canadiens. Why not to use two young prospects as a fourth center to give them experience in the NHL over a Condola? It will give you, yes, he's a 6'1". I understand that. But I'm not sure about this. I will give you those information. The next one, guys, is Barzell for Utah for pick number 4. Remember, during the NHL Draft 2025, Islanders, Matthew Dash, knew he was going to draft Sheffer. They was trying to do everything to get a pick to get James Higgins. And he talked with many teams like Nashville and Flyers, and they tried to Boston Bruins. They tried to get James Higgins, but nobody buy it. And Utah was asking Matthew Barzell in return. I can understand that, but Landers did not want to leave to separate themselves with Barzell, so it did not work very well for for Mr. Matsudash. And Butch back in the house. Evan is a 4 center. Gary Eagle. Welcome back, Butch. One weekend is a wild fact or stat. Since 2008, team have won the cup without having a number 1 overall draft pick on the team. Very good point. Run after that. Francis said, Carey Price would be paid 5.5 on the center first for signing bonus. Is not gonna be trade before that. Yeah, that's a good point about that. That's what I knew about. That's what I thought, but I was want to be sure for that comments. Yes, after that it could be trade, and you cannot trade a plus and say I'm going to buy the bonus for you guys. It's not going to work that way. So it could be trade between September 2nd to the beginning of season. It's an option for the Montreal Canadiens. Canada is only an emergency call for 4-line center. Here we go. Rain, a coach and nation have replaced or hire new assistant coaches, any new staff? No. They keep everybody back from what I heard. Litoski and Robidas, honestly. So I don't say that. We don't hear about anything about Pascal Vincent, but I don't see Pascal. I don't know if it's a rumor or he have to be announced he return. That would be crazy. Pascal Vincent not returning anymore. So I'm pretty sure Pascal Vincent is returning as the head coach of Laval Rockets. So that's pretty much what we got right, and good comments. I think the Lenders missed the boat, Gary. Standerman, who will you be looking at the ad training camp or exhibition game? But honestly, for me, it's David Rebacker, because this is what we need to figure out for the right defenseman side. That would be number 1. I want to see Kirby Doc because his recovery, he have to be put on the big spot on the second center right now. This is my 2 players I'm looking for. Where I would pay a little bit more attention. Honestly, they are the 2 players. To see other players now, it would be fun to watching Bolduc and Dobson about that. But at the end of the day, they are my 2 players. Stand. Good question, by the way. People talk about Greg Millen, guys. I got it. But I want to finish the news of the night and NHL, guys. This is really interesting. The GM vote on recentralizing the draft again. So what happening, guys? The NHL asked all the GMs, Steve Eiserman and Ken Hughes and Chris Drury and Stan Bowman, Jim Neal, Bill Zito. You know what I'm talking about, right? And they asked them, what is your choice? Would you like to be back at the last formula of the NHL draft, or to keep what happening last June? I know for the fans, 90% people was upset or was bothered by the way they did that, everything like that. I understand that it was the first time. The way they did in the past was unique. It was special. The fans love it. Everything. Now, I got three comments for different players was at the initial draft, and they got draft. Yeah, Nestrezil, Zanon, and someone else. The perspective of the players at the first round, they love it. They enjoy it. They said, yeah, nothing wrong. It was good for us. We got treated very well. It was exactly was my expectation to see that. You have no problem about this. This is coming for the players was an initial draft. The fans, they got burned. If the NHL really want to take care about the fans, and they want to be close to the fans, and the fans are the number one priority for the league, I believe, or they should be. Whatever the GM decide to do, whatever the cost for the owners, this is unique. This is for your fans. They pay the tickets. They love the game. They support the NHL. Why not to spend a little bit more owners, GM, scout, to sacrifice your couple of days for the number one customer called the fans. This is what I disagree with the vote of this situation for the GM. Because you and me should be the number one from the NHL to take care. If you cannot take care about your customer because your GM doesn't want to move, I prefer to be home for Steve Eiserman. But you missed the boat. Because the last formula, I did it 12 years, Mr. Gary Bettman. Every year I was there. The NHL Association coaching the day before that. The night, Thursday night. Because usually it was Friday, Saturday. Sometimes they did Thursday, Friday. But usually it's Friday and Saturday. You have a golf tournament for the fans, the Wednesday. They have the NHL Association coaches the Thursday. Friday is the first round, and the Saturday was the second round, 2-7. And then you fly after that, the Saturday night. So this is the reason I disagree with them for that. Only Canadian fans are interested in the draft generally, and not enough audience to pay attention for NHL. I disagree, Barry. I went to Chicago, Dallas, Florida. I've been everywhere. I think it was 2010, my first one. It's full. It's sold out, guys. The first one night. The night number one is sold out. The day number two is different, but you still attract 4, 5, 6,000 people, maybe more, and the stand the day number two. If you are a hockey fans, you miss an opportunity to go there. You have all the people, the scout, the GM, ex-players, the alumni players. You're missing also the player right there. Like one they draft Cole Caulfield, I believe. I believe it was in Vancouver. But he walked beside me. I was right there where all the players have to go in the locker room, a special room, to go a place where all his family, his friends, his parents go to a special room. But then I walk after that. I met Quinn Hughes and Brady Tkachuk. I think they got Tkachuk was drafted the year before that, or 2 years before that. They walk around, guys, like crazy. Shea Weber in Vancouver. talk to him. It's a great opportunity to meet a lot of people there. This is my thought about this. I think this is the way I see that, but we'll see what's happening about this. For that, I don't want to pass my night. Nicholas is in the house tonight. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. I think Nicholas moving this week. Could be wrong. So that's what we got tonight, guys, on this special edition of the André Robert Drouin night. And that's what we got on this one for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's talk about the Montreal news before we talk about the roster, guys. And the news for the Montreal guys, not much. But we have Evan Demidov and Blainville have a great night. Saturday night, I believe. You have some fun at the MYM. I don't know. I don't know what's the MYM. I forgot to put the MVP. About that, it's a fundraiser, and it's about skill, second lane, breakaway, shootout, everything like that. Even the Midab show a lot of great skill about that. You have some video. I don't want to bring the video here tonight, but you have video on the social media. The way he did his shootout, his second lane with the Chile. I think his name is Chile. The guy beside him, it's amazing. He expressed, we show his talent and his skill. Even the Midab. It was Saturday night on this foundation of the MYM. So this is happening there. So sound like we won't get another expansion team anymore anytime soon. It's kind of sound like Batman is happy with just having 32 team. I think Batman on the sick rest on behind the Saints. He have no contract. He's on final year contract. Would be very interesting what's happening about this. Nobody talk about this, but his contract is done. It's going to be done, I think, next year, the July 26th. I don't know exactly the date, honestly, but I did not see any expansion or extension, extension contract for Gary Bettman. But I know he's on his final on that. Too many team, it is Butch. Congratulations, Nicholas, also. Then you have Zarovsky already, a Montreal Canadian draft 34 overall pick, won the KHL 3 versus 3 Cup with the team UFA, I believe, or UFL in Russia. They are right now starting to start the camp very soon for the KHL, so it was great to see that. You can see a video also of the Zarovsky performance at the Cup 3 versus 3. I think bring back Quebec Nordic Butch. I want to talk about the nothing else, guys. That's it. That's all. Yeah, it's quiet like that in NHL now. So the show will be a little bit short for sure. But don't forget my next show Wednesday night. Jim and Marco together with me on Wednesday night. We're going to take off on Monday and Tuesday. If something happening, guys, we'll let you know about this one over there. So I'm going to go this way, so I'll give you a little bit more information. I would like to talk with you now in the chat. Give me your comments. Don't forget, please, to click on the live. If you don't mind, it'd be great. My first thing, guys, is Oliver Kapanen. Gary Conway have a great comments about this. He almost read my script of the show tonight. Oliver Kapanen, for you, do you believe he's going to be a second center or a third center for the Montreal? Or not at all, is going to be play in Laval. What do you think about this solution? Donald Odette got a promotion. He is a pro scout, Gary. You're right. At that moment, Gary, he had no scout and the QM for the Montreal Canadiens. Also, Serge Boisvert got promoted last year also. So they're looking for, I should send my resume. They don't make a lot of money, guys. Scout in NHL on the QM, on the junior. Anthony Mac also talk about for big things. They look at on the street, people want to pay for them. Excuse me. About that. So, Captain, guys, how I see that. Listen, I think for me, Kapanen would be a winger. He's going to try to get the win his job over Sammy Blais as the 13th forward. From that, it would be a good backup if we need a center face-off man. I still believe Kirby Dak is center number 2. I know people don't like it. I still believe Alex Newhook is center number 3. And that's what we got. Bolduc would take a spot of Gallagher Anderson. Someone have to play with Jake Evans. So this is what I feel about this. Not sure it would be a center a lot, but this year it would give a good execution. You're right there. We need to give Kapanen a chance. It will be my surprise everyone. Not a bad comments about that for sure. And from Jeff Marek. Marek now lost his job with Sportnet last year. He started his own YouTube channel. And then he got hired by the Daily Face Off. Now he runs a show called The Sheet. The Sheets. Afternoon, I believe. And with a girl. And he said Samuel Montembeault, underrated goaltender in NHL. I don't know how you feel about that. It was not only Quebec on his play. They gave him more areas. Run Nicholas to have dry. A lot of people don't realize that Utah is considered a desert. A desert. A desert. A desert. New Hook at center, Mark. Yes. Because they don't have anybody yet. So, good news about Alex Newhook, guys. He's going to be a center number 3, where he's not going to play against the best player opponent team. It's going to be a line more like a forechecking line or a more energetic line. He does not have to feed Laney or Demidov or anybody playing on the second line last year. I think it would be a little bit more better for him to play on the bottom 6 for New Hook. I don't know what your expectation, but he scored the same number of goal last year, the year before that. He dropped the point last year. So he dropped from 34 to 26. And he dropped at minus 21. But again, it's a bit like Mike Madison. Mike Madison does play a lot of minutes. He should not play those kind of minutes. We ask our players to play on the second line one. He should not be on the top 6. So we'll see what New York. I think New York is a part of the Montreal Canadiens organization. Is a good value in the market. His speed is good. He's a great skater. Look, the kids make a lot of time good play. Now, is it perfect? No. Do he need to improve? Yes. He's still young. And I think he would be fit with the Montreal at the right share. Now, could be a center. He's almost automatically yes right now. Should be center? No. But right now, they don't have anybody. Now, can he put Kapanen there and push a New Hook on the winger? That would be better? Yes. I agree with you about that. But this is right now happening for that, Mark. Maurice, hello, Coach NHL, listening to your show while traveling on the ferry to Koh Samui for a short trip. Awesome. For the people who don't know what is Koh Samui, Koh Samui is a great, great, great island, small one. You can walk from north to south now, but it's really, I think in 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and motorbike you do the tour of the lake, the island. But beautiful, beautiful water, beautiful spa resort. Pace your mind. Enjoy, Mr. Maurice. Good evening, David. Welcome back. If Monto have the 4 Claudel 4 horse as a prize, it would be an excellent goalie. Cash fan, I can agree that Monday is underrated. I'm hoping Fowler can be our number 1 in a couple of years. I think from Pierre McGuire, I believe, he said Fowler will be the goaltender next year of the Montreal Canadiens. we'll see. New Hook should be a third line winger, good for the front. Billy, I agree with you. Francis, New Hook, too small, good asset for trade. Francis, same size like Nick Suzuki, New Hook, I believe. At least if he's not as 5'10". I said that, Francis. I said he's not a. Uh, said that, Francis. I not disagree. He could be a good asset to get trade. Alex Neil, guys, 5'11", 200 pounds. He's 10 pounds less of Suzuki. All right, David, we'll talk later, my friend. You're beautiful. Plays, Billy. Francis, got that one. Mark, I have to go. Have a good night. Rest, Mark. Enjoy. Have a good night, buddy. A lot. The next thing, guys, is about the Montreal Canadiens. Laney, keep or trade. Was a bit the subject on my video today. Let's see. Yeah, I got that one. And I ask you guys to watching this. Keep or trade Patrick Laney. I make a lot of I made a lot of good comments. I show inside of my video why you keep him, but also why you should not keep him. 32 goal last 20 goal last season, 15 power play. He's the number 4 with the most goal power play, but this is a 52 game. Imagine if you play, I think it's 3 goals behind or 2 goals behind the top goal power play goal last season. Yes, 5 goals and 5 assists 5. I understand that. Yes, he's struggling on defensive zone. Yes. But with 20 goals, he was on the pace to score, what, 35 goals, 34 goals? Pretty good. With TOI really average. So we'll see what's happening for that. But for you, do you put Captain Eric, welcome back, ahead of Beck? Yes, at this moment, Eric, but could be, but Owen Beck is a center, and like Nicholas said, maybe Kapanen is a winger. Also, when you're going to put Beck, Kapanen together, and Jake Evan, example, yes, they are not big, 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot. But think about the defensive coverage of this line. Like, they all 200 feet game. They are smart hockey IQ. They all problem. All 3 shoot on the right side. The problem, all 3 are center. So, Eric, Kapanen right now, but Beck, a long term, could be the one over Kapanen. So thanks for all the like we got so far. Full rain. Addition for skill coach might help the second center position. They have already rain some skill coach. They have Adam Nicola. They have Mac Bureau. They are not behind the bench, so that's what I was trying to. I can give you all the Bud Biron, Francis Bouillon, Scott Pellerin. Maybe Alex Burrows. I give you 5 or 6 right now. So they have all these fun skill coaches they don't see behind the bench. Watch our last video online. Yes, we need to keep him for now. Still great sniper. Thanks so much, Maurice, to watching my video, by the way. Thank for your comments on the Facebook, by the way, also. You can also follow me on the Facebook, on the Hockey Nation Live show Facebook. I put 1 video per day. I'm not really active. I was active on the X account with my code Frenchy 10X, but they put me in the jail. I started a new one called Frenchy 10, It's hard to start start from the scratch. Whew, whew. It's okay. Not complaining. Big C back in the house. Big man. Can Lenny hit 40 goal if he as far get better? Yeah, he has the tools to make 40 goals. But you, to score 40 goal, guys, you have three things. You have to be score 9 to 12 goal power play goal unit number one. If you're on unit number two, you don't go to see maybe 30 seconds. If you play on the unit number one, you play 1 minute to 130. After that, you have to score more goal at 5 versus 5. Thirdly, some of them play on the bottom, play the last 3 minutes of the game at 6 versus 5, and they score maybe 2, 3 goal, 4 goal, and empty net. Put this together, that gives a chance to score 40 goals. Montreal Canadiens, I was talking with someone, I don't know when, maybe early this morning or before yesterday. Montreal have 7 players can play on the power play right now. You have Sakaski, Caulfield, Suzuki, Hudson, Lenny Thompson, Demidov. That's 7 right there. He has option Martin Saint-Louis. It was a comment on my chat today, on my video today. They have comments to switching and to remove. Depend. How they want Patrick Lenny on the left side? How they want Noah Thompson on the left side? How they want Demidov on the other side? How they want to keep Sakaski, Caulfield, Nizuski together? Option is right there. Keep Lenny. Demidov will make Lenny a 40 goal scorer. You got to give Demidov some ammunition there. Lenny power play per 60 minutes is power play is 0.7. Suzuki is 5.6. A huge friends is not only that goal, the goal that is generate. Do you put Lenny on the first power play or second power play? He will not get much ice time second. That's what I just mentioned to you, Eric. I did not read your comments before that. It depends what Martin Sui want to do. The person talked to me today. He was talking about, okay, yeah, but if you put Caulfield, it'll be fine. Yes, Caulfield can put a puck in the net, but not like Laney and not like Thompson shot. So it's all depends. If Caulfield could be better as a bumper, that will help in the Montreal Canadiens. If Martin Saint-Louis, I know he's not going to like him, like it, Sakaski. But I put Demidov, Suzuki, Caulfield, Patrick Lenny, and Lennartson. They are the best option right there. Keep Noah Thompson on the line number 2, power play number 2. He has a great shot over Mike Madison, right? Madison's the left, Thompson's the right. And then you have Kirby Doc. You have the extra players, Sakaski. It could become now a one-timer shot on the left side. You're going to get a puck from Thompson. And then you have, after that, New Hook. I know you don't want to hear that, but New Hook is a good for entry zone, honestly. And that'll give you Kirby Doc right there. That'll give you 4. I maybe miss one right there. Can put Gallagher. So that give you an idea right there about that, Eric. If Lenny is not on the first power play, he's not gonna score that much goal. You're right, Francis. I've just mentioned that. That's with much respect to you, coach, but I don't think that Lenny was a 20 goal, no net gain. Caulfield would have more of power play goal with all Lenny on the lineup. I think I disagree. Lenny can put a puck like anybody else can put a puck on that side. Save Stamkos, Alex Ovechkin. It's natural. It's difference. Those snipers are another way. I know Caulfield is, but not like Lanning. Not like Lanning. On the power play, unit number one as a sniper on the left side. I'm there in your me, Rainer. I'm there in your me. I don't know what's about. I feel like some of the light mate lineup played with could not finish what he started a lot of the time. I feel like some of the light mate runner when he played, yes, he would prefer to have better player around him. Darrell, Lenny ways of space. He will be injured again. I trust history, not hope. Aberge guy missed the first 2 years, 54 game, 51 game, 55 game. He did not get hurt last year, played 70 game. Cole Caulfield got hurt as his first year, second year. He did not get hurt. Brendan Gallagher got hurt for 3 years, missed over 150 game. He played the last 2 seasons, didn't miss not many game. You never know. You never know about that. Real smart Sam isn't our hey coach. How are you? I'm doing well, PW. Billy. Caulfield never ever had more than 4 points per 60 minutes on power play. Lenny is a center, not even close. Caulfield does not have a one timer like here we go. Steve McNair, we talk about your mom a bit early. Look at like you're ready to be GM, Steve. Hopefully doing well, Steve. Thanks to stop by. I appreciate that. We missed about 2 likes to get 40 for Sunday night in July. I take it. I think we should give Lenny a chance at 100% before we decide what's the best for him. I think he needs to be better if he wants an extension. No doubt in my mind, for sure, for him. To be signed. Here we go. RJ, thanks so much. If you want gold scar, you keep Lenny. Do you want a Ferrari on the power play or a Toyota Corolla on the power play? Lenny will have the summer to get his knee stronger. I'm sure the trainer are giving him strength exercise. Maybe see the old Lenny this coming season. Lenny got married this summer, live still in Montreal with Demidov. So I think it will be good. I don't see they stay together, but they live in Montreal for the summer. If Lenny cannot produce 5-star, it's not worth having a lineup since we have Caulfield. Right. Um, Eric, I'll give you an example, guys. Um, I tried to get the right things to set that to you. Okay. Put Alex Newhook with Cole Caulfield. How many goals Cole Caulfield score? More or less? Put Nick Suzuki beside Patrick Laney. Who score more goals at the end of the year? Caulfield with Newhook or Suzuki with Laney? That answer give you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll give you another example. Andrei Shevnikov, Carolina Hurricane. Play with Sebastien Ao. Let's put Kokanemi with Andrei Shevnikov. And let's put Ao with Nikola Heller. Who scored the most goals? Shevnikov with Kokanemi or Ao with Heller? This is what I believe the problem for Montreal. Where if you want to use Patrick Lenny properly the right way, give him a center. Montreal Canadiens cannot have an average center second line. This is happening, guys. Last year, we are the worst second line. The second line last year, guys, was the four line for Montreal. It was used more Evans, Amir, and Eneman at the second line. So this is what they have to find this play. Now, said that, I don't want to put Kirby Duck out of the box, out of the bus, but he had to prove something. He had to carry on that line. He played with Demidov and Laney, two excellent players in NHL. Kirby Duck have to improve his game, have to step up this season. If not, you have Montreal, you have to find a second center. First, could be a good choice for sure. Butch Caulfield 4 points for season. We talk about this a bit. Audio. Caulfield was very angry during the Washington playoff. He grew up in that moment. He will see a more a very cold Caulfield this year, but this world younger core will outgrow some maturity about this playoff run. Paulo, welcome back here. Paulo, Coach New York is not ab material, is overrated. I think a New York at the bottom six, it would be perfect for the Montreal Canadiens because speed. Play a good second. I understand you look about the minus 21, but minus 21 for me is not matter. Again, I don't said Alex Newhook is an excellent hockey player for the Montreal. What I said, he was just not on the right share. This year will be on the third line and fourth line. Now going to see what Alex Newhook is all about for me. Probably PK got out of the hole this season because at 5 versus 5, they was terrible. They was at the bottom 27, 28. A2, welcome back, Mr. A2. Hopefully doing well. Thanks again for all the like we got so far. Billy, yes, PL, I know I did not say Caulfield would replace all the 20 goals, but he would have 5-7 more without Lenny. Just said he was not at 20 goals again. Caulfield was on the team when the power play was bad, and one Lenny, one on the power play. The power play transformed into a good one. Yeah, Gary, I agree with you. But guys, you have to pay attention on one thing here where you have to be a little bit more. It's Lane Hudson transformed the power play. In my opinion. I only see Cole Caulfield improve over the years for Montreal. So, yes, I believe he could have never a better season next season. Yes. Lenny Suzuki, Sarkoski, Demidov, Hudson, first power play. Caulfield, Daka, Budzik, Thompson, Madison, second power play. 4, 5. I don't see Sarkoski. Sarkoski need to be on a second power play. Caulfield scored most of his goals from close area. Lenny is better of the left wall. I agree with you about that. We will have more a weapon on the power play this season beside Lenny. Right about just give you yours 40. Thanks so much, Paulo. Very kind of you. Never have enough weapons. I agree. The look good, Francis. RJ Excel, welcome back. The problem is not that Lenny is injured. It's the fact that he has that he lost a passion for play hockey. He tried to rekindle something like it. That is hard. So that's why I feel like he will be take a lower contract possible, depending how you. Kapanen, Beck, Jekai, Evans are not weapon one compared to Laney. Way easier to do the job that Grinder are doing to Laney. Pizza Budzik maybe play his way on the 2-second line. Possible there, Pizza. It's a possibility for Budzik. I agree with you about that. The next thing, guys, I want to talk about is Hughes not done yet. I don't want to talk about this. We passed a couple of times there. But I just want to mention Hughes could be, he's still on the phone looking for second center, a right defenseman, a bottom six, a left center, when the face off. He's still not there. Hughes about this. And then, do you think Owen Beck, Rebacker, and NHL, I know, but said both of them at the same time, Do you think one of the two can be on the NHL or an American Hockey League for the upcoming season? And then power play unit number one, we just talk about this because Thompson and Laney. I don't want too much about this one for that. Caulfield last year created a lot of his own offense. A2, yes, you argue with you. Pete Martin is in the house just listening tonight. No problem, Pete. Hopefully, an amazing great weekend. Thanks to stop by. Representative Evan, can you go on addition? Even if he does not score for the game, one Lenny does not score on the two power play, and now some people are just going on the rant. Hopefully, I could light up. If Lenny is not there, Hudson does not win the Calder. Does not win the Calder. You talk about Patrick Lenny. You know, I'm not sure about that. Right? I think anybody would be at the place of Lenny. He could score 6-5, 5-6 more. I don't see that about that. I would say to you, maybe without Hudson, Lenny don't score 15 goals at PLW. I disagree with that. I would say one thing, but the 15 goal of the power play of the Montreal Canadiens from Patrick Lenny helped the Montreal to make the playoff for sure. Gary, I would do have Lenny on my team against. But I think and it also should play on the same line. Their chemistry is great. Good evening, Dan Asham and Colette Asham. Hopefully doing well. One thing we can have. Gogol, I cannot wait to see Demidov develop Gogol about the Montreal, about the Evan Demidov. You're right about this for Evan. And yes, coach, lot of the third can cooking up a third for sure. For a good feeling, and Noah Thompson going to help Montreal defense a big time. Come on, thanks so much, Dan. I think Lenny played with Demidov would be with Bennett, the team, no matter who is the center on the line. But many rumors of Patrick Lenny and Rebecca possibly been traded. Would be a big mistake about David Rebecca, but that's another subject. Ken McCarty, right fielder, batting fourth. The right fielder, number 31, Ken McCarty. Rudolph, who is going to stand in the front of the opposition net during the Ab power play? Budzik is not that player. Doc, no. On the second one you're talking about, usually is Gallagher. Rudolph. Budzik will be a bumper. Sakaski will be on the left side. Kirby Dak will be on the right side. If Sakaski is not there, it will be New Hook. At the point, you're going to get Thompson, and that will be Gallagher. If my count player is right there, we're going to need to remember we need some extreme physical for playoff. Habs should sign Jaromir Jagr for the second center. Oof, 54 years old. Jaromir is better than any of that. Currently at 50 years old. I think Rebecca will start in Laval, but won't stay long unless injured. Yeah, the right defenseman. If Rebecca leave the Laval, the right defenseman Laval will be not great. But we'll see. It's not about Laval. It's about the Montreal. I want to skip, guys, the Montreal roster. Because we have only 30 minutes. I want to share with you about this. Talk about Patrick Lenny. So I'm going to ask you one question, guys. Easy tonight. It's a choice question, so you don't have to looking for players like usually we do. And I'm going to go right here. The question tonight is about Patrick Lenny. Which period he had the most point? Is it the first period, second period, third period? But here's the trick right there. You have to give me the number of the point. If the number is 16 and you give me 17, you cannot win the game. You have to be under. The closest players or the closest people in the chat at the number I'm looking for is going to win the contest. So, how many points, and you cannot be over. Patrick Laine has last year the most points. Is it a first period? Is it? It is. If it is the first period, tell me 13 points. If it's 12, you cannot win. If you said 10, you have 2 points friends. Maybe someone said 11, you cannot win the game. So this is, I'm surely, we already know the price is right. Got it? You know, the, anyway. Short story, guys. You have 1 minute to get the answer of that one, guys. Which period Lenny had the most point and how many points he got? Rooting for Rebecca. Hope a kid can come through. The injury thing is a concern, no doubt. You two are great. Peter Persano is in the house. Welcome back. I don't care. Ozil go first period at 6. Gary go 15 points at third period. We have 2 players that paid up. I don't have how many Habs do it as long as they make the playoff, but not on the wild card. We would have improved from a good last season. We'll see if we have other people with the answer. A2, first 24 points, no clue. Peter, we are not going to win the Stanley Cup next year. The center situation will sound very different next year. Doc Edge or Michael Edge another year of the kid in Laval. First period, 14 points, Eric. A big save, first period, 16. Billy, you said second period, but how many points, Billy, if it's your answer? P, third period, 14 points. Mark, welcome in the house. I think Mark is the first time. Welcome in the house. Thanks for all the likes. Mark go with 16 points, third period. Shelton, third period, 16 points. Really interesting, guys. I'll be honest with you guys. Billy, 17 points, second period. All right, the time is over. First period, cash fan. Yeah. Kogol, third period, 15 points. Stand the man, first period. I'm going to say second period. Bush, you have to give me, guys, a number at the point come with that part. So if you don't mind to do that, that'd be great. Kogol, third point. Lenny, first period, 18 points. I'm missing the number of the point, Butch, and also stand the man. Give me your point, and then I go first period, 15 points, stand the man. There we go. I'm waiting now for the number of the point, Butch. If you got it, give me your number of the point, if you don't mind. I will wait 10 seconds, Mr. Butch. And Butch, even if Google can sometimes you don't get an accurate answer, Butch, about that. Here we go. Guys, the answer. Wow, most of you said third period and first period. While one person, well, 2 people. Well, first of all, Butch gave me the second period. And then we have another person gave me the second period. I tried to figure out who it was. Billy gave me the second period, but Billy gave me, guys, 16 points, I believe. 17 points. So tonight, we have no winner at this contest because the second period, guys, was 14 points. It was the most. He has 11 points, I believe, on the first period. That gave them 25 points. And he has 33 points, I believe, last year. So he have 8 points on the third period, only at the third period, guys. So just give you an idea how this works. And Butch, you are over also. Roy at 210, you got it, my Roy. So if you have to get there, Roy is the winner of that one, Mr. Roy. Congratulations, Roy, for this one. I'm going to give you the W to you, my friend, on this one. So congratulations, Mr. Roy. Let's move on, guys. I want to talk about this on this for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season, I want to give me your list. Which Montreal Canadiens players are going to have a breakthrough season in 2025, 2026? You have some players could say, you know what, this season that player is going to have a great year. Now you cannot talking about Evan Demidov. He's a rookie, so we eliminate Evan Demidov. But which player you believe for the Montreal Canadiens are going to have a better year this season? This is where they're going to be. You know what? This is the year they're going to be good players. So we still have the people in the chat. A2 get it. Antoine on that one. Did A2 get it? Really? A2 said first period 24 points. Oliver Kapanen for Gary Connoyer. Beat Martin. Darn it. I was going to copy Billy and 14 points. Sakoski close to 80 point. A2. The time you put your name, Billy, go with new hook about this one. Have Doc and Liney for Standerman if they stay healthy. Eric go with Bolduc. Shelton go with Doc. Antoine Butch Bouchard go with Noah Dobson. Dobson. Dob. Someone said it's not Thompson, it's Dobson. I take my time. Hudson will actually improve. But with 66 points, breakthrough season equal Noah Thompson also for PLW about this. So I want to hear more, if you don't mind. I will go to give you guys my selection. I have Kenan Coley. I have Juraj Sakoski. I have Zachary Bolduc. And I'm going to surprise you because I go this way. I put Kirby Doc. Now it's a cold Kirby Doc. Final year contract. Second center. Demida. Laney. 22 points last year. 58 games. It's about 31 points. I believe Kirby Doc will get more at 35 points next year. So I still believe Kirby Doc is one going to have a breakthrough next season if he stay healthy. Zachary Bolduc came for the Blues. 19 goals last season. 12, 13 points, I believe. Something like that. I think Bolduc is going to have more points with the Montreal Canadiens. Juraj Sakoski, 51 points, 50 points the last two seasons. Next year, guys, no doubt in my mind, Sakoski increase his number of points, play better overall. And finally, Kenan Coley is going to be number one defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. I believe he's going to have a lot of different role inside the power play, special team, PK. Again, the best defense opponent players. I think Kirby Doc is going to have a better year overall next season. So they are my players. If you have other players, guys, let me know in the chat. I will get there. Hoping Demida will find his mojo. Cashman go Bolduc. Thompson breakout year. And on that one, I put this there. I could put him there. Honestly, it was on my mind. Where I'm a little bit hesitate is because it's not going to have maybe the same time the power play like with the Islanders, but it will help in the Montreal Canadiens. So yes, you can put this there. I know that I will agree with you. Would be the most exciting Canadian season in 13 years audio. I love No Faith and Kirby Doc. I have no faith Kogol. I would love Sakoski to break out for Billy. Sakoski need a breakout season. Ozio Murphy, I agree. Pete Martin cannot wait to see Bolduc with the Montreal Canadiens. Shelton, I think we will have a number of the players with a breakout year for the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, it's not wrong about that for sure. Um, Shelton. And I think it could be a great way to say that. Now, I'm going to go with that one, guys. Sorry about that. Going to play only one. It's a game. It's a bit like the Clash, but you have one player to select. So we don't have a lot of news, guys. So I'm trying to bring a couple of things, and it's informative at the same time. I'm going to give you more information about the player I select and the reason why I will select that player. So I'll give you a bit more different things about this. So let's see what we got here. Only one Sakowski need to become a man. Bolduc, between Bolduc and Coley. Here we go. Let's start with this one, guys. Here we go. First one. I think we have a lot of debate for my players I select tonight. You have a reason behind that, so it's just to pick a player, so pick whoever you want. But Marklin Celebrini or Connor Bedard. I really have a debate on X account today. But if you have a choice right there, if you take one player, you can tell me the reason behind that. Who is going to be Macklin Celebrini or Connor Bedard? Yes, Celebrini have a good year last year. Yes, Bedard, sophomore, did not play well. Who do you take? I have a couple of people is going to give us an answer. Just try to give before I give my answer or to explain to you why. Because it's too legit center where they are different kind of players. But we'll see. Billy go with Bedard. Here we go. We got an answer there. Cheer boy go Habs go for Pete Martin about run. Anybody want to get a pick right there between asking me and 2 years Rick? If you have to build a franchise players, a franchise team, do you take Celebrini or Bedard? Celebrini 100% A2. Gary go Celebrini. Connor Bedard, of course, Butch. I think I would take Celebrini, Pete Martin. Cash go with Celebrini. Yes, Celebrini a bit more taller. Bedard have a better hockey IQ. I think Bedard have a better release shot. Celebrini, good skater, but also a good playmaker. Not said Bedard cannot make the play, but I think Celebrini, he can be, his pass is better at Bedard. So it's not easy answer, to be honest with you. Eric go with Celebrini. In general, I will go for Celebrini, but it depends on your team. Yeah, Standardman go with Celebrini. I mean Celebrini. Yeah, Eric Celebrini. Billy Bedard, more per talent. Billy, not a bad comments about that one too. I slightly go with Bedard, but I would be fine with Celebrini at the end of the day. It's just for me, Bedard a little bit more notch skill, but not much. So the next one, guys, here we go. We're going to go on the Mac, MC. McDavid or McKinnon? Two fastest skater in NHL. They drive they try the rush, entry zone, similar. McDavid accumulate a lot of points. McKinnon build his resume with Rantanen. McDavid bring his resume with Tressadol. They put both of them with 50 goals. Rantanen and Tressadol. They are magistral. They are great hockey player. Yeah, no bad answer. Face off wise, Defensive wise, sick angling. Um, who do you pick? Welcome, Ari. Butch. Thanks, Ari, to be with us tonight. Don't forget to click on the likes. We have McKinnon for Guy, McDavid for Stan. Here we go. That's why I knew it was coming that way. Third season for Bedard for upcoming one, right? A2. McDavid for Shelton. McDavid for Rick. McDavid. Oh, we have more McDavid. 556. Oh, McDavid pick up on that one. Is not bad. McKinnon, Guy. Both Guy. You have only one Guy. I'm going to be hard on you. You have only one pick up right there. Celebrity win with Demidov. That is Lafleur. Hey, too. Here we go. Guy Lafleur, the flower. If you're asking me, guys, I know what McDavid does. I know what McKinnon does. Have a debate right there. I may be slight for McKinnon for the defensive zone coverage a bit better for me. He proved it. I know he won a Stanley Cup. You can say, yeah, but look, McCarr, everything like that. But McKinnon was really the one to carry on that team also. So I go with slightly with McKinnon. I know what McDavid can bring. He scored one season at 53 goals, I believe, and 22, 23, 24. But I will go with McKinnon on that one. More creative, but McKinnon faster. McKinnon coach for Guy. Love, Mac, and Cheese. Pete Martin. Nicolas Lebrunay with that one. McDavid best and the game, but McKinnon deliver. Billy, I had a great comment about that. Okay, let's go with goaltender. Both of them won the Stanley Cup twice. Poborski versus Vasilevsky. Which one do you take? Bobrovsky or Vasilevsky? I will take either one on Habs. Eric, McKinnon played with the Colorado Avalanche. I'm almost sure of it. You're right. Big Jesus tend to go to sleep on the big game. McDavid and the end, but push the D back. Harry McDavid. Leon, welcome in the house. I believe Leon is the first time in the chat. I could be wrong. If you are, welcome in the Hockey Nation Live Show family. Hopefully, you're going to subscribe and click on the likes. Bobrovsky now for Google. I will go with Bobrovsky. Yes, they won the two last Stanley Cup. Vasilevsky to win. Both of them did it back to back. One is 35 years old and one is 30 years old now. Gigo to Bobrovsky easy. Ozil is go no, both of them. Both of them won the Stanley Cup twice, Ozil. Interesting comments. McKinnon is a better team leader. Pete. Right now, Bobrovsky is the man. 5 years ago, it was Vasilevsky. Shelton go with Bob. Sanderman go with Bob. Yeah, it's not about right now. It's about if you have a choice to select your team. So right now, we have 3 on the board. Celebrini, Bedard, McKinnon, McDavid, and Bobrovsky, Vasilevsky. Cash go with Vasilevsky his prim. I would take Roy and his prim. Vasilevsky played with oversized equipment, so I go with Bobrovsky. Like when you pick Montreal and Toronto with Montreal on top. Peter recently, Peter go with Vasilevsky. Yeah, avant to passer Patrick Roy. Rob is pick easy Bobrovsky for Pete for that one. There we go. We'll move on a little bit quicker, guys. Do you take Quinn Hughes or Zach Werenski? have to consider the size. Both them have a great number of the point last season. They are both on nomination for the trophy, Norris Trophy. They lost again. Kel McCarr. I could put McCarr, but people would tell me McCarr. So I took with the two runner up for the Norris Trophy. So if you have a choice, one is both of them are left shoulder, left defenseman, um, great defenseman. Uh, Belinda gave it to me as a gift. There we go. A2 use for A2. Don't forget Bob as a flowers. Not impressive. Leon Hughes, thanks again for your answer, Leon. Glad to see you around. And we go with Quinn Hughes. Thank Harry to participate. Peter August go with Hughes. Interesting. Wawrinski for Sunderman. Hughes just so very dynamic. Have a Gord Wesley poster, Pete. Always use Shelton about that. Um, Cashman say use. Goes way back a long time ago, Pete. Yeah, you're right, Guy. Um, this one, guys, Quinn Hughes is just on the playoff. Wawrinski, I think, would be better on my team compared to Quinn Hughes. But Quinn Hughes is a little bit more a better hockey player at Wawrinski. He take less risk at Wawrinski, but Wawrinski, great skidder. It's a difficult one because in the playoff, Quinn Hughes did not do well. So, yeah, Guy, the smartest answer is Quinn Hughes, right? But if you have the GM, maybe you will go with Wawrinski. I'm not going to debate too much about this. Here we go. The next one, guys, Sikorsky or Logan Cooley. I know both them was drafted in 2022 together. Sikorsky number one overall pick. You get Simon Nemec after that, Logan Cooley, and then you have Shane Wright. Then you get that. You get Cherichek or Mike Gauthier about this. Sean, well, Color Gauthier. I said Sean Gauthier. I don't know what I said. Anyhow, Sikorsky or Cooley, guys. Oh, great player, Shelton. You're right. Not sure on this one for you. Talking about Hughes and Wawrinski, I believe. Here we go. And Wawrinski, Eric, and Hudson. Not sure on that one. Sikorsky for fan. And be right back, Gay. All right. Eric go with Sikorsky. Sikorsky, Butch. Wawrinski, not impressive in the playoff either. Um, Sikorsky as a homer. McDavid with Hughes. Look out, that may be a better McKinnon and McCarr. Nicholas, it's not it's a dream as true, right? Harry Sikorsky, Stan Cooley, Slapchesky, audio. Pete, it was only a full journal de Montréal, a full journal newspaper, page size, the big poster. Cooley, Sikorsky down the road. Shelton Sikorsky. So um, I think right now Cooley produce no more point. Utah, I believe, is going to make the playoff. I'm going to talk about this the next couple of days. And I think Utah is going to make the playoff. When the Utah make the playoff, that's what we're going to realize what Logan Cooley does in the playoff and what Sikorsky is going to do during the playoff. I think Cooley is going to have more points, and I still believe Sikorsky is going to play a bigger role in the playoff at Cooley. That reminds me a little bit more Sam Bennett. Now, I don't put Sikorsky like Sam Bennett. What I'm trying to explain to you is maybe a player like John Tavares, example, have more points as Sam Bennett. But Sam Bennett performed better on the playoff. This is a kind of situation, I believe, for Sikorsky and Cooley on that one. Here we go. A2, agree with me about that. Next one, guys. We have two before the end of the show. We have Tresadol or Kucherov. Tresadol play more center sometimes at Kucherov. But on the power play, they play on the same situation. Tresadol a little bit more a scorer, I believe, at Kucherov. Whatsoever Kucherov can put a puck in the net. I think Kucherov a little bit better passing the puck. Tresadol play with McDavid. Kucherov played many years with Point and Stamkos. He still won the last year the Ross with the most point in the NHL. So what do you take between PS is in the house? Yeah, PS, I feel the same way for that. Go with Kucherov for PS, Kucherov, Eric, Tresadol for Harry, Tresadol for Leon. Here we go. I'm not sure about slack keeping better in the playoff, but we will see. Kucherov for Stan, Tresadol bigger and always produce as size and consistency as well as a better health. Different type Kucherov is a playmaker. Nicholas go with Sikorsky. Tresadol is a shooter. Kucherov, Shelton. Tresadol, Kucherov. See? Pretty 50-50 on Hughes' answer right there. Not a bad answer for all of you on this one. Not a big fan, but Tresadol, cash fan. Gary go with Kucherov. If Luc Lafortune was here, we said Tresadol. Bush is in the house. The last one, guys. I keep one for the Montreal Canadiens. I keep at the last. And I know because the Montreal Canadiens fans like Sikorsky, maybe you take advantage of that. But I believe this is a good one. I was trying to put Nick Suzuki. I tried to get Sebastian Aho, Robert Thomas. But I go a little bit more different. Because the players with, again, Suzuki play another role inside their team. But if you have a choice, do you take Nick Suzuki or Sam Bennett? Now it's your turn. There are other, yes, Shelton, a little bit complicated. Here we go. Luc Lafortune knocked the door. Here you go, talking about the man, Luc Lafortune. Welcome back. Thanks, Coach. What are your answer? Pete, yeah, you go right there, guy. I go Bedard. I go with McDavid. I would go with Vasilevsky for me. Quinn Hughes. Sikorsky. I know you don't want to hear that. I go with Kucherov. On the last one, guys, this is a tough one. I'll be honest with you. Suzuki. Bennett stand a slight lick every time. Harry goes Suzuki. I understand that. A2. Oh, wow. Coach, a tough one episode. Yes. I can hear you, Billy. It's not an easy one, to be honest with you. And when I want to reflect on that one, Bennett cannot do it alone. Suzuki can. We don't have enough material to know exactly what Suzuki is going to do during the playoff. Thanks so much, RJ. Almost at 50. RJ for 50 likes would be great, right? Zuski, definitely for Butch. Et voilà what Luke said. Et voilà Pete. Listen, guys. Right now, for what we see the NHL, I don't think Zuski can do it by himself. When I said that, I think you need a lot of chemistry, lots of front player on your team, and front role. Until you don't find a second center like Bennett to play behind Suzuki, it could be a problem. When he go in the playoff. But at the end, I think I would take Suzuki, but I would need a Bennett on my playoff to be with Suzuki. And I don't say necessarily a Bennett, but we would need a center, a strong center, play better on the forechecking with grained with some kind of toughness to satisfy what we don't have, more physical. Don't have to be big, but those assets we don't have with the Montreal Canadiens. At the end of the day, guys, we have a team where is missing piece of the puzzle, and this is an example of what we're missing. And where we're missing physicality, we're missing size, and we're missing those kind of players on the second line. Said that, the team is not complete. The team have to find those kind of players. We still believe they're going to maybe make the playoff. I will not be surprised, but still missing piece of the puzzle. They will have to find those kind of players on the right side, defenseman, another left defenseman, center, a left center position. Because we will need a Marchand. Wait, more Harry. Chris Drury, Justin William. How about Zuski of Matthews? I would take Wilson beside Nick instead. Grander with clutch performing defense abilities. Yeah, it's all the good comments. Yeah. What I was trying to express to you is a complementary of Nick Suzuki. That's what I'm looking for. I think Suzuki can play a role like Barkov, where he's really smart, really good IQ, really good on the defensive zone. I think he can play against the best opponent players. That's, for me, Nick Suzuki. But for the rest, right, we need the second center. And a prototype the center, for me, cannot play like Nick Suzuki. Example, I would say to you, Montreal trade for Robert Thomas. It will not work in Montreal for the playoff. Does that make sense? Like John Tavares, good, but not good enough for the playoff. We need to find players where he has some kind of, and French, some scheme.
Super chat.
Tell us super chat number one tonight before we leave. Tonight, Guy scored a goal of the night. Guy.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Guy. Guy scored a goal of the night for the Montreal, for the Hockey Nation tonight. Guy scored a goal. I'm going to get an assist tonight. I tried to pick up someone who was very active tonight. Many of you are very active tonight. I'm going to give the goal at Nicholas because Nicholas is not always there, guys. Guys, I don't know what time is it in Nicholas right now, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to give an assist to Nicholas. And I'm going to give an assist to his buddy, Billy, to Guy. So Billy get an assist with Nicholas on that one. Missing a couple of players to play like you're right, Billy. Good night, Harry. See you next time. Panthers don't win the cup without backup. No, exactly. I know said backup is not one. My point behind that, you have to kind of chemistry, both of them. I'm losing confidence that we will find a second line center for Montreal for next season. So why not try Demidab just to see what he can do on that line? He could be an option for the Montreal Canadiens. Thanks so much, Rain. What a guy, a nice grow hype. Okay, bye, Ari. There we go, something like that. That's it. That's all we got tonight, guys, on this super special of the Sunday night. And like I said, this you can see at the bottom here. It was a show for André Robert Drouin tonight. Passed away July 13, 2023. Was a big fan of the Hockey Nation live show. Some of you know Andre, some of you don't know. I play his video at the beginning of the show for a memory of Andre. And we celebrate tonight his second anniversary. I know he's listening to us. I know he's smiling. Andre was a good guy. We become friends by email only. I never talked to him. And it was his last 6 months of his life. It was painful, really painful. And I can remember his last email sent to me, this is my last day. And talk about his favorite players, Chris Nolan, Ken Dryden, Steve Schott, Guy Lafleur. You know, many of you are the same age, right? And he left me with a smile. I'm touched moment right now, you know, I feel sad, but I just want to be smiling for him because he smiled to me when he left to go up. So usually we finish with another breakdown with April. We finish with Booyah. We finish with Be Well, and, you know, lead, dominate your day. But tonight we're going to finish the show with André Robert Drouin. It's happened only one time. And we wish you guys an amazing, great week. I will see you guys Wednesday night. If something changes, check your notification. You never know with me. I can pop up at some point. Check my email. Check my video in the morning. And sharing this channel to grow, to get better. And, of course, we thanks all the moderators tonight. RJ Calabro News Update. All the people. Click on the likes. And we got, again, and 50 likes, guys, a Sunday night. It's amazing. Like my mom said to you, you nuts. You nuts. Talking about Montreal Canadiens and July 13th. So thanks, everybody. We wish you an amazing, great night. I will see you again Wednesday night. And until then, my friend, last one. RIP André Drouin. Thanks, everybody. I will see you next time. Good night.